Hi, everybody. Joshua Daniels, Executive Director of the Sea Lions Foundation. I want to talk to you tonight about how to transform almost any area of your life. And I say almost any because, for one thing, there are no silver bullets in Christianity in terms of one thing does everything. There are silver bullets in terms of being able to solve a problem in an almost magical fashion. And I'm going to show you one of those here tonight. Also, I say almost anything because not every key fits every lock. All right, but this is a very broad one. This is a very powerful thing I'm about to show you. It's like learning math. Being able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide makes you able to do so many things that you wouldn't have been able to do before. That it's just amazing. But math doesn't solve everything, right? Right. So that being said, what I'm talking about here is the principle of gratitude, and specifically a little bit of magic you can work with gratitude. Psalm 50 tells us, "He who sacrifices thank offerings honors me and prepares the way for me to show him the salvation of his God." So we see an if then. If you'll sacrifice a thank offering, you prepare the way for God to show you his salvation. And his salvation presumably would be in that area that you gave thanks for. We see a similar thing to this when Paul is talking about eating unclean food, or what was ritually unclean food. He said, look, anything that is received with thanksgiving is sanctified. It's made holy. Now that's very important because he's showing another aspect of what gratitude will do for you. But going back to Psalm 50, you have to make a sacrifice of thanks. That means thanking God for something you are not grateful for, thanking God for something you do not like. I have this, whenever I need a second job, it's driving. That'd be either driving cab or delivering pizza. And so at my night job, I learned, frequently there are people who are just not going to tip, and they're really going to treat you badly in the process, or they'll act as if, they did you a favor by letting you serve them. It's really annoying. But I learned how to not only transform those, but transform the business by thanking God for those people instead of trying to find a way to tell them you're a cheap so-and-so and really should just fall over dead. So I reached the point very, very quickly where I was actually grateful for each one of those things because it meant that God was going to do something great in my life. Right? And when I started doing this, good things started happening financially. I mean, 1 week, I think I was stiffed $6 or $8 worth of tips. Nothing. But I thanked God. I had done it enough times. I was starting to get the attitude, and I just said, thank you, God, that this person stiffed me. That is so cool, because that means you're going to show me something, really salvation-y. And that week, the bonus, the salvation that he showed me, the financial bit that he did, was about $2,000, $2,000. Over six or $8 worth of tips. I mean, it was less than 10. I believe it was about 6. All right. So I've seen this happen. I've lived it. And I've scorned other people who've talked about being grateful changes things. But here's the actual recipe. If you make a sacrifice of thanks, you thank God for something you don't like, something that is not good, something that is not thankful. You honor God. And you're making a declaration, God, you're in charge. Therefore, if it happens, it must be good. Somehow, I'll wait for you to show me. But while I wait, I will say thank you, no matter how grudgingly. Right? It's okay to start out grudgingly. You won't stay there. And you won't have to try to move from there. Because as you're doing this is a work of the Spirit, right? The Spirit is going to come on you. It's going to make some changes in your attitude and your gratitude, so you don't have to try to feel grateful. What you have to do is make the sacrifice of saying thank you for this nasty thing. And then the next sacrifice you have to make when the Spirit prompts you will be to say thank you in a nice voice. And I do mean saying this out loud. I'm not talking about doing this in your head. Say it out loud. So the first thing you're going to do is actually say, thank you for the fact that I was just mugged. And then as you get better at this, the Spirit will prompt you and will enable you to say, thank you that I was just mugged. That is great. And then eventually be going, yeah, I just got mugged. What's going to happen this week that's so cool? I don't know. But I'm watching and waiting for it. It's going to be great. And it will be. So if you'll offer the thank offering, you prepare the way for God to show you His salvation. And He always wants to show you His salvation. He will not let you down. He will not let you down. All right? So that's the word for the day. Gratitude. He who offers thank offerings honors me and prepares the way for me to show him the salvation of his God. Learn it. Live it. Watch it make magic in your life.